What if any ESP32 module could send you a WhatsApp message when someone opens the door or when your room gets too hot? In this video, I'm going to show you how to do that exactly using just an ESP32 and a free tool called CallMeBot. No GSM module, no paid APIs. Let's get started. For this project, you'll need an ESP32 development board, an Arduino IDE, your Wi-Fi credentials, a smartphone with WhatsApp installed, and a CallMeBot API key, which I'll show you in a minute. What is CallMeBot? CallMeBot is a free service that lets you send WhatsApp messages using a simple URL. Think of it like a chatbot that listens for your ESP32's request and then sends you a message instantly. The best part, no SIM card, no special hardware, just ESP32 and Wi-Fi. Now we're going to get your API key. To get your API key, open WhatsApp and save this number that I put in the description. Then message it, I allow CallMeBot to send me messages. You'll get a reply with your personal API key, which we'll use in our code next. Now we're going to code the ESP32 to send a message to WhatsApp. First, we need three libraries: the Wi-Fi library, the HTTP client library, the URL encoder library. Then we need the Wi-Fi name, Wi-Fi password, our phone number, then the API key which we got earlier. Then we need a function called send message. In that, we're going to send a message when the ESP32 has been connected to our Wi-Fi. Next, in the void setup function, we have in that the ESP32 connecting to the Wi-Fi. Then once it's connected, it will send the message called hello from ESP32. Now that we have programmed the ESP32, I'm going to show you how the ESP32 sends the message from the ESP32 to the WhatsApp. As you can see here, it says connecting. Always on the first time, it might not work. So we need to press RRC. That means reset. And once we do that, it says connecting. And then it says connected to Wi-Fi and your IP address and message sent successfully. Now we can see that in the WhatsApp, it says hello from ESP32. That means the ESP32 has successfully. That's it. You now have an ESP32 that can send WhatsApp messages in real time. If you found this useful, give the video a like, subscribe, and leave a comment with what you built using this feature. Want to see how to respond to a message or send images from an ESP32? Let me know down below. Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to be connecting the ESP32 to Firebase real-time database and send test data like strings, integers, and floats all in real time. Whether you're building a smart home system or an IoT project, this is a powerful way to store and access your device data from anywhere in the world. Let's dive in and see how it works. For this project, you'll need the main component, which is an ESP32 development board, a Firebase DB account, and an Arduino IDE. What is Firebase Real-Time Database? Firebase Real-Time Database is a cloud-hosted NoSQL database from Google that allows you to store and synchronize data across all clients in real time. It's perfect for IoT applications because it updates instantly when data changes. You can access it from the web, Android, iOS, or microcontrollers like ESP32 and the ESP8266. It works with JSON structures. It has a strong integration with other Firebase services. Now I'm going to create the Firebase DB, which the ESP32 can send the data to it. Now I'm going to name my project as ESP32DB. Now I'm going to disable Gemini. Now I'm going to disable Google Analytics and create the project. It'll take a minute or two to process the project and get ready. Now it's done. We're going to do authentication. We're going to go to build. Then we're going to go to authentication. Then we're going to press get started. Now we're going to do email/password, and then we're going to enable email/password and press save. Now we're going to do users and we're going to add a user. Now I'm going to press add user. Next, we're going to do the real-time database. I'm going to go to build, then real-time database, and press create database. Now it's going to ask for a location settings. There are a few options: United States, Belgium, and Singapore. Now I'm going to press next. Now we're going to press test mode so that only authenticated devices can connect to this Firebase DB. Now I'm going to press enable. Now we got our database URL, which we're going to use in our program. Next, we need to get the web API key, which we're going to do by going to settings icon, then project settings, and we're going to get the web API key here. Now we're going to program the ESP32 to send data to the Firebase DB. First, we have the Arduino library. Next, we have the Wi-Fi library. Next, we have the Wi-Fi client secure library. And finally, we have the Firebase client library. And now we have to give few things, which are our Wi-Fi name, our Wi-Fi password, our web API key, our database URL, our username password, and then we have a few variables which are using in our program. And in the void setup, we have to start the serial monitor and start the Wi-Fi so that the ESP32 can communicate to the Wi-Fi. Then in the void loop, we're just getting ready so that the ESP32 can send the data to the Firebase in real time. Now I'm going to show you how the ESP32 sends the data to the Firebase DB we just created. When we plug in the ESP32, the first time it may not work, but on my first attempt it did work, which means it's sending the data to the Firebase DB in real time. Let's take a look at it. Now in Firebase DB, we can see that the ESP32 is sending the data. It says int3. That means every time a new value is sent to the Firebase DB, it increments by 1. And it sends a random float every time. So now it says 4 and it says 64.01. The int will start at 1 and the float will be very random. And the string will say value underscore 6000 because it's 1 int above. And that's how you send data from your ESP32 to Firebase real-time database. Now your microcontroller is connected to the cloud, ready for real-time control and monitoring. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe for more ESP32 plus Firebase tutorials, and drop a comment if you want to see how to read or control data from Firebase too. See you in the next one.